Souvenir. These are provided by Din Brothers of Boston, and Holyoke will be properly inscribed with their name and the date and so forth. They also will take home some guaranteed prize money. $1,200 is guaranteed. $700 of that goes to the winner, $350 to the runner-up, $50 available to the winner of each string. And of course, if they tie a string, we split that at $25 apiece. Many other opportunities for our bowlers to pick up some extra money. I know that you're familiar with them, but I'll remind you as the program goes along. But let's not waste any more time. Let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? What? We're all in uniform today. We've all got our black pants on, huh? The only difference is, yeah, but the only thing is that I'm not from Western Massachusetts. You guys are representing that part of the state, as often happens in Candlepin bowling, huh?
Yeah, well, we're proud to claim him as a western part of the state bowler, that's for sure.
Well, you know, you two had something in common until he won last week. You had that streak. Remember that long?
Oh, yeah.
You had.
It's hard to forget those.
Yeah. Well, he passed you last week.
Did he? Yeah, well, that's not a total surprise.
And right now, in addition to having won as many as he has, this is his, what would you guess what appearance it is for him?
Let's see, let me guess. 74th.
75th.
Oh. I must have missed one.
One either side, you got it right.
Okay, listen, it's a great pleasure to have both of you here. You're super bowlers, and I'm looking forward to a big one. I don't mean to jinx you by saying that, but I am looking forward to a big one from both of you. Good luck. We'll get underway right after this. Challenger John Miller of Granby, Massachusetts. High single 205, high triple 496, league average 130, 130. That's the way to start. Oh, so close to getting two in a row to start. He has left the 4-pin. Has a spare. That brings up our defending champion, Tom Olszta, high single 209, high triple 504, league average 136. The 2, the 5, and the 10, with wood in front of the 10. Another piece behind the 5. Missed the 5, which is a surprise. To 9. Little too full that time on the head pin. Leaving 3 pins on the right, 3, 6, 10, and 4, 7 on the left. Pair of 9s for Tom. Let's see now whether John Miller is going to pick up $50 in bonus money for 3 marks in a row. Well, he's going to have to work for it because he has parallel pins and well, let's see whether he can do anything with this. 2 pieces of wood off to the left of the 5. He got the 5 and 6, but could not get the 10. So it is not 3 marks in a row. It's a 10. John is representing the Fun Time Lanes of Holyoke. He had a big 720 to win his roll-off. As you know, the roll-offs are for 5 strings. The 1 and 3 is what he's looking at to convert. One, 3, and 5, and now he got the 3 and 5. All right, our defending champion Tom Olszta has begun with a pair of 9s. Everything down except the kingpin, the 5. There's his first mark, a spare. Right now, Tom tying the shoe on his, tying the laces on his shoes that he has been wearing for, I think, 20 years. I'm not quite sure yet, but they're his lucky shoes. 9 is the fill, and he has 1 pin to pick up. It is the 2. Yes! After 4 boxes of the first and 4 boxes of the second string, we always take a check on the scoreboard. So with the bonus ball still to be rolled by Tom, the score right now is, in as far as the pins that are already down, is Miller 57 and Olszta 47. John Miller, today's challenger from Granby, Massachusetts. Half Worcester, right side, punching out the 3 and the 9. And he comes right back and makes a spare out of it. Maybe a little too full on that head pin. He got 7, but he has left the 3-6 on the right and the 4 pin over on the left. Nope, not quite. He was trying to just skin the right side of that 3 pin and dance it over to get the 4. It didn't work. Like that for a 10. All right, Tom Olszta has 2 consecutive spares. Let's see whether he's going to pick up any bonus money. Got a great chance at it. He has a 9-pin drop and a single pin to pick up. That's the 6 pin. Yes, he has 3 in a row. Just 5. 4. Just 4. Excuse me. Didn't see the 9 pin. Sorry. Now 1 and 4. It's a 9. John Miller, today's challenger. And he has a slow motion strike. They just kept tumbling. Just 3 so far. basically he has the 1, but then over on the left, the 4-7, on the right, the 6-10, and he's missed them all, so it's a 5 box. He gives himself some applause sarcastically. Olszta, and he comes right down the middle and punches out. He still has 3, the 3, 6, and 10 over on the right. It's an 8. Missed the head pin, has left the 4 horsemen left side and also the 9 pin. A little too full on that head pin, and he has left the 2, 4, 7. Nine. John Miller up again. Where is the wood going to stop? Is it going to stop at all? Nope, it went off. So he's got a tough one. Parallel pins with the 4 and 5. Behind that, the 7 and 8. No wood. So he took out the triangle, basically, that was made up of the 4, 7, and 8. Here's the 5. He's got it. And another delayed action for a strike. .124 with 2, and that gets him 7 more. He gets them all for a fill of 10 and a 134. Tom Olszta at 96 going into the final 2. Three to pick up, and they are the 3, 6, and 10. Got the 3 and the 10. Now the 6 for a 10. And that'll put him at 106, going into the 10th box. Just missed the head pin. Now he's looking at 1, 2, and 9. The wood is behind the 1 and 2. Nope, missed the head pin again. Got just the 2. It's a 9. So the first bonus money, $50, goes to our challenger, John Miller of Granby, as he has won the first string, 134 to 115. Middle string, that means our defending champion leads it off. Here's Tom Olszta. This time a little too full on the head pin, and he has left the 7 pin alone over on the right, and a side saddle triangle made up of the 3, 6, and 9. Oh, a beauty, a beauty, a beauty, a beauty. Take another look at that as he hit that 3, 6 pocket perfectly. Pretty, pretty spare. Well, just 5, which is not a typical fill by Tom, and the object pin is the 2. He's got 2, 4, 7 on the left, and 6 and 10 on the right. He got wood to come over and get the 6, but the 10 pin is still there. And he was able to pick it off despite the fact that there was double wood in the gutter. And that can make it difficult at times. John Miller. Today's challenger has a spare leave, the 3 and 6. Missed it. Missed the 3. It's a 10. A little too full on the head pin, but he lucked out as a piece of wood came back and knocked down 2 pins that were on the right and has left him with just the 1 pin on the left to 4 pin to pick up for a spare. Al Giglio, as usual, keeping score on the electronic scoreboard, and Keith Williams keeping score on the big board. Here's Tom Olszta firing, and all right, he's got the 5 and the 7. There are 3 pieces of wood. One of them right now he doesn't want there. He wants it to roll away. And if it does, he'll be able to get the piece of wood that's in front of the 5 on an angle and carry it over to get the 7. He's going to have to power his way through there if that thing comes out too far. All right, he's about made up. Just as he started to, the wood moved again. You can see it just rolling a little tiny bit. He wants it out of the way. All right, now he can go for the piece of wood that's right in front of the 5. Yes! Pin rocking back and forth, but I guess it's just going to be a 5-pin fill, and the object pin will become the 2. He's got 2, 4, 5, and 7, and he has the 10 pin. It was the 5 that was rocking. Everything went except the 4 pin. Our crew today is Ken Sullivan, Ron Schindler, Skip Peabody, Jeff Sullivan, and in post-production videotape, George Ellard. John Miller working on a spear. And he gets 7. In his usual spot, Ralph Stewart with Argyle socks, sitting right at the foul line. Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator, and of course Phil Rubin is our producer and director. Nice try. John Miller tried to move the 6 over after taking out the 6 and 10, after hitting the 6 and 10. He tried to move it and some wood over to get the 7, but didn't quite reach. 10. Wow, thin hit. Object pin right now becomes the 2. He had 2, 4, 7, and 7 is still there, and he also had over on the right the 5, the 6, the 9, and 10. So there are still 5 pins standing. Let's see what he can do with it. He makes an 8 out of it. All right. Check on the scoreboard once again, and after 4 boxes of the middle string, Tom Olszta is leading 50-45. Tom Olszta, 5th and 6th box. We're at the halfway point in the match, and he's down by 14 pins. He's got a spare lead, but it won't necessarily be easy because he's got back-to-back pins, and that is the 2 and 8 with a piece of wood just to the left. He got it. Well, I guess, I mean, it wouldn't be easy for most people, but he made it look easy. A strike. Now John Miller. John in the match leading by 14. However, he's opposite spare, followed by strike. Two full on the head pin, almost a spread eagle. The 10 did go down. On the left, 2, 4, 7. On the right, 3, 6. Left side's out of there. A 10. And that instantly drops him from a 14-pin lead down to a 4. And he's opposite a strike. He almost had a strike. Everything down except the king, the 5. There's a piece of wood perpendicular to him, but he didn't let it bother him. He made it. Will it be 3 in a row for Tom Olszta? I would say he's got a good shot at it. That was a 9-pin drop with the first ball, and the single pin that he's looking at is the 4. Well, guess I shouldn't have said anything, huh? A 9. Wow, he just punched out 1, and, well, there are 2 pins out of there. Now he has 3 standing. The 2, the 5, and the 8. 8 still there, so a pair of 9s. Now challenger John Miller of Granby, Massachusetts, on the line, working on a spare in the 6th. Strike! Strike on his spare. So Tom had closed to 4, and now John comes back and fills his spare with a strike. And he gets a punch out. All right, first ball got him just 4 and leaves him with a spread eagle. total fill is 6. Object pin now, the 2. He has 2, 4, 7 on the left, 10 alone over on the right. It's a 9. So each has put up a spare, followed with a strike, and then a 9. Tom put together 2 9s. John so far just 1. Now another strike for Tom Olszta.
Same ball, Tom.
I would think that that's what he would want. I could hear from the background, same ball, Tom. I would think he would like that. But it wasn't the same ball, and he threw up his hands as soon as he released it, knowing it was going to be too full. All right, that was the first, and now he's looking at the 3, 6, and 7, and he has wood to the left of the 3-pin, which will go over and get the 7 if he hits this correctly on the right side of the 3, and to take out the 3 and the 6 and send that pin over. Well, he didn't do it that way. He did it a different way. He used the sidewall, and it came back, and same result. It was the 3, and then they got the 7, but the 6 was the last one to go down. 137 plus this. 143. John Miller, looking at his final 2 boxes, is at 100, and he sees that Tom has 43 more than he. All right, 4 horsemen left side. He made the spare. For a moment, it looked like the 7 was going to hang there, but it went. Too full on the head pin. 6. Three and 6 over on the right, and 2 and 4 over on the left. Didn't like it. 9. $50 in bonus money to Tom Olszta, as he has won the middle string by a score of 143 to 125. And look what has happened up on the scoreboard. That 14-pin lead is now down to 1. It'll make a very interesting 3rd string, as John Miller is leading after 2, 259 to 258. Challenger John Miller of Granby, entering the 3rd string, leading by 1 pin. And he begins the 3rd with a strike. Missed the head pin that time. So he's looking at 1, 2, 4, 8, 6, and 10. Did not get the head pin again, so the total fill is 6. And it's an 8 box.
Come on, Tommy. Shoot.
string with a strike. First bonus ball. Half Worcester, right side. Second. Total is 7 of the fill. And so they are tied now after the first box of the third string. And Tom now leads by 1. John Miller. Strike. Delayed action, but it's a strike. They just kept tumbling. All right, the first ball gets him 7. However, the 3-pin standing are all across the back, the 7, 8, and 10. He's looking it over. There's a piece of wood in front of the 10. There are 2 pieces of wood in front of the 7 and 8. He's decided what he's going to do, fires, and gets just those 2. And that one will not count as it went in the gutter. It's a 9. All right, Tom Olszta in boxes complete, leading by 1. And he's opposite a strike with a 9 fill and a 9 box. He's got the 4 horsemen right side. No wood. 1, 3, 6, 10. Wood has settled down, and now he will fire at the 4 horsemen right side, and oh, just missed it. 10-pin didn't go. And he picks off the single pin for a 10. Eight-pin lead again for John Miller. Tom's spread eagle actually has the 9-pin also in back, so he's got an extra pin. Got the 4 and the 7, but he still has the 2, the 3, 6, 9, and 10 goalposts. 2 and 3 side by side, so it's an 8 box. Six boxes to go. John Miller in the lead by 9. John Miller firing. And again, a little too full on that head pin. 2, 4, 6, 10. Wood is to the right of the 2-pin. It's about where the 5 and 8 would be. Nope, couldn't use it. It's an 8. Missed the head pin, went to the left side, and he has the 4 horsemen right side, the 9 pin in back of that, and over on the left, the 4 and the 7. One piece of wood. Right about where the 5 would be. 1, 4, and 7 still there. It's a 9. So 2 strikes so far in the first and in the third box, but after that, 9-8-9, excuse me, for John Miller. For Tom, it's strike, then 9, then 10, then 8. Strike. He's opposite an 8 box, so obviously already he has picked up 2 of those 9 pins, and he has 2 bonus balls to fire. He has 2 strikes in a row. Now down to 4 boxes. Challenger John Miller. He leaves 2, the 3 pin and the 7, and Wood behind the 3 pin. No, he hit it too far to the left. Got the wood out of there, but left the 3 pin and the 7. It's another 9. Four pins still standing, no wood to help. 3, 5, 6, and 10. No, got just 2 of them. Costly. Another 9. So John has rolled 9, 8, 9, 9, 9. And Tom has come back with a pair of strikes. That's all I'll say. No, he does not have 3 strikes in a row. First ball, just 3. 4 horsemen left side is what he's working on. Nope, missed the head pin again, and he has the 1 and the 5 back to back. He has the 4 and 7 over on the left. He has the 10 in the other corner. A 6.
Come on, work it out now, work it out. Right back on now. Come on, stay like that, stay like that. Give it a ride,
3, 5, and 10 with wood in a good spot. Oh, the 10 didn't go.
Have a 10, have a 10.
And he got it for a 10. We are down to the final 2 boxes with 10 pins separating our 2 bowlers. And John Miller, our challenger, who's had 5 consecutive boxes without a mark, and it looks as if it will be another one unless he can do something here, because he's just done a punch out on the left side. And nope, no mark. Another 9. Now down to his final box. If he's going to do it, he's going to have to do something right here and hope that Tom does not. He's got the 4 horsemen right side and the 9 pin, and he made the spare. So a spare in the final box. And a strike on top of that. So he put 20 pins up in the final box. $117 to tie, $118 to win for Tom. Right now he's at 98. He's looking now at the 1, the 4, and the 9 with some wood. This could go, but it didn't, and he can't believe it. All right, he got a 10. That puts him now at 108. If he gets another 10, he wins. If he gets a 9, he ties. $10 to win. Ooh, he's going to have to work on it. He's going to have to work on it. Right now, he's looking at the 2, 4, 5, and 7, and the 6 and 10 over on the right with a piece of wood in front of the 6 and 10. All right. He's got it. He needs both these pins to win, and he's got wood right across it. He wins by 1. By 1. By 1 pin, he has won. That is his 11th consecutive victory, and puts him in some pretty good company. How about that? By 1 single pin, he has won. And he also, incidentally, the most important thing was the win, of course, for him, but incidentally, he picks up another $50 in bonus money for winning that 3rd string by that 1 pin. But the big important thing is winning the match by 1 important pin. And that gives him 11 consecutive victories. $250 now in our home viewer jackpot, and as you can see, again, we could use a few more cards. So remember, you're allowed to send in 1 per day. Take a guess as to what the total pinfall would be, both bowlers combined, on the day you hope that I choose your card. We're going to give you 10 either side, and if your card is chosen, even if it's nowhere near that, you will receive a handsome gift from the Parker Pen Company. All right, the address is Candlepin Bowling, WCVB-TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts. And the zip code is 02192. $751 for $250. And if we don't have a winner, obviously, we will add 15. We keep doing that every week until somebody is a winner. Last week, the card I drew was within 1. Well, actually, it was within 11, but I mean, it was within 1 of what we would have given it away for. All right, this one is from Worcester, Massachusetts. It's A.R. Willar, and the guess is $694. So it's going to go to $300 next week. All right, Tom, one more time for the high-low. John.
Oh, nice ball, nice ball.
Gee, and we were saving that one for you. I mean, would you come over here? All right. Just soon forget that 3rd string?
I don't know. You try so hard to beat this guy, it just throws you off your game, you know. And then I get lucky when he screws up on the double, and I still can't take advantage. So I don't know. But he's just a great bowler, and it just puts that much more pressure on you trying to beat him.
You're not too bad yourself, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Is it really 19 years since you came on and you had that streak?
It's hard to believe. I know,
9 in a row,
years.
huh?
I know. I'm getting tired of living on that memory, though. I'd like to create some new ones, you know, but I don't know. I've got to get these guys all the time. But he's, you know, it was a great match. And
Well, you started off with a bang.
no, I know. Yeah, so maybe I can finally get him. But just like I say, you try so hard to beat this guy. I got off my game, and he comes right back on you. You can't let up with him. No doubt about it.
Right. $50 in bonus money plus $350. And from Din Brothers, this is going to be properly inscribed and sent back to you again as a souvenir of this one.
Keep getting these little ones. Sooner or later, I'm going to get the big one, though.
Always a pleasure,
Thank you,
John.
Don. It's always nice to be here. Tommy?
Tommy, again, this will be from Din Brothers, and a win is a win is a win, even if it's one pin, right?
I'll take it. It came right down to the end.
Yeah, it sure did. $150 in bonus money, yep, and $700. And, you know, I was just noticing, the people who have won 11 in a row that you've just done now, Joe Donovan, Don Patchell, Barry Lang, Tim Lipke, and 3 of our ladies, Marcel Aiken, Tony Marie Baldinelli, and Janet Pock. How about that, huh?
Good company.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll see you next week then, and Reggie DeLine of Needham will be your challenger. We'll see you then. Bye-bye, everybody.